Welcome to Hoops and Headspace, a podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
For sure. So today, we're not just going to be talking about basketball. We also going to mix in some football. Tae being ready to introduce some other sports. We have a guest with us here, our very own from Ripley. We're going to let him let y'all know who he is and what he does within our community and why he's here today. So who we got, man?
Hold on, before we start. This my boy, man.
My name is Braylen.
Braylen McDonald.
Hey, just a guy trying to just help everybody, man. Just trying to help the community, help the kids, man. Gotta have some type of positive outreach out here. Somebody gotta do it. That's how I look at it. Hey, I'm just a regular old guy, man. Ain't nobody special, man.
For sure. So let them know as far as our community, you know what I'm saying, who you work with as far as our athletics for kids.
Well, we work with the YDFA, Little League football program. Well, this is actually my first year doing this. They've been having this for a while, actually. For a long time, actually. They asked me to do it. I was like, at first, I didn't know if I really wanted to do it because, teaching another kid how to play a sport is like, But I always, when I left high school, I was always telling people, man, I want to coach one day. And, going to school for it, I was like, I don't really want to go to school for it because I ain't gonna lie. School ain't for everybody. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. So they was asking me want to do it. And I just came out there one day because my little cousin them play on the team. So I came out there one day. I was like, I actually like this. And I got to talk to some of the kids. I was like, dang, bro, I actually like this. And I used to be telling them at work, I'm like, man, we got to hurry up and get back, man. I got to go to practice. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm invested now. It's over with. The kids, I got handshake with the kids and some more stuff. I think I kind of found my passion. Let me say that, yeah.
Yeah, so now that y'all know, we got our boy Braylen McDonald here. He's going to be able to give us an insight on how to mentally and physically develop them when they first get started. And for me, as a coach, I want to say thank y'all for doing what y'all doing because one of our biggest gripes is how late kids get started now. And the fact that y'all are getting the kids started real young, hats off to y'all for doing what y'all do.
And I applaud just, the sports side, that's great, but they actually do stuff in the community. Then y'all did like a food drive and backpack giveaways.
The county way, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to the county.
And most of it's volunteer on top of that. Like, don't let folks forget that, you know what I'm saying, y'all giving a lot of time for free and dedicating a lot of y'all lives to them kids. So we really do appreciate that, man. But when we get into this discussion of like how we do it the right way, you know what I'm saying? When you hear building athletes the right way, what does that mean to you?
Well, to touch on back what you said a while ago is a lot of kids start too late. And I think teaching them so young is a great thing because by the time you get to, I'm going to just say high school or middle school, high school, you so far advanced from other kids, you going to stand out. Because think about it, from where we from, all of us from a small town, we all play sports. We know plenty of people who had it, but they didn't understand it because they never was taught the right way. Most of them, I know, some people I know didn't start playing actual organized sports till they was in 7th grade. And think about it, look how many years you got to catch up to keep up with the other kids who've been doing this since they was 5. So it's like you got to teach these kids early, man, like teach them the right way, teach them the IQ, how to play the game, like what it's all about, teamwork, leadership. Like it goes into a lot with just teaching the kids the right way because you got some people out here, granted, some people out here who just teaching kids just, I'm gonna just go basketball way. Teaching the kid basketball, just ISO. Man, you messing that kid up because when he get to organized sport, that man ain't gonna know what to do. So you just gotta teach the kids the right way, man, for real.
When it comes to y'all teaching them some of them things, like when it comes to y'all, because what you're talking about is discipline and structure. So when it comes to y'all teaching these young kids discipline and structure, tell me some ways y'all do it with kids at that young age before they enter like organized sports with schools.
I'm not gonna lie. For me personally, that's something I was trying to work on do because you don't want to make the kids feel like, oh man, I don't want to do this because I mess up. I gotta do this. Like you want to make it fun for them, but also you want to teach them like, hey man, you mess up, you gotta do these push-ups for me. Like I feel like that's something I was kind of working on. Like I don't want to take the love out from it because I'm making you run and all that stuff, but which you gotta do it. But you gotta do it and teach them like why you tell them why you doing it, because you don't want to make a kid, because kids gonna be kids, man. They not gonna pay attention. If a kid over there not paying attention, I might say go run, and I don't tell them nothing else, man. It's just you taking the love from that kid. When you tell them to go run, it's like, hey man, you just gotta pay attention, because you just gotta it gotta be a lesson with every discipline. Got to be a lesson with it.
Basically, what you saying is, it's a reason why you're running.
Yes,
It's a
definitely,
reason why you
definitely,
doing
definitely,
push-ups.
definitely,
Got you, yeah, for
definitely,
sure.
because you don't want to just make them do it and not tell them, because I'm telling you, kids will give up on you, man. I'm telling you, they would give up. You gotta tell them.
Like you said, he don't want to take that love away. You know what I'm saying? Just because, especially how we was coaching stuff, we wasn't a reason. Like you never told us why we're running,
Yep.
why we missed it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure, I got you.
Because on the back end of that, when you're coaching like high school, college, stuff like that, by that time, if I do tell you,
yeah, you should already know.
You see what I'm saying?
You should already know.
So
definitely.
again, that comes back to the benefit of y'all doing it then,
Yep.
because it's understandable for them to have an outburst or have a negative reaction to it at that age. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to when it can cost you money or cost you this
Mhm.
and third, you get what I'm saying? We had stuff like Upward and stuff like that, but it ain't as prevalent now.
No.
But, you know, even with that stuff, they wasn't teaching us like true structure and discipline, you know, which we're not even gonna go into that rabbit hole. But
I don't know. Prevalent. Hey, you okay?
yeah, you know, I can dig
I
in
know.
the bag.
Even that dictionary.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I said, woo,
Yeah.
okay. I had to get
Yeah, I could be like
flowers.
T.I.
Yeah, I see.
You know, but anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, my thing is though, for real, we was raised a little more disciplined and structured and stuff. So when it came to us, when we got to high school, it didn't affect us as much, and our coaches didn't have to tell us. But with the era of kids we have now, they want to understand.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're talking back, they just want to know. You know what I'm saying? Give me a valid reason.
Be honest. When I was a kid, I wanted to understand, but back in the day, they weren't giving no explanation, man. You babe. If you know, you know, man.
I agree.
I'm the
I
coach.
Agree.
You do what I say.
Yeah.
And that's what it came to.
That's even at home.
Man,
you know.
I ain't got to explain nothing. I pay all the bills here. You do what I tell.
Which, honestly, though, I appreciate that, though. As I got older, I appreciate that. I'm going to go off topic a little bit, but I appreciate how I was raised. I really do, because sometimes I look at, not to talk about how nobody else would come up with, I look at other people, I be like, man, ain't no way my parent would have allowed that.
Man, I'm telling you.
I appreciate it. I really
you.
do.
So let me ask you this. What's some things you feel like are wrong with like youth sports leagues and stuff now?
What I feel like is wrong with some of them, from my first year, I feel like what's something wrong with some of them, I feel like some people put too much pressure on kids. Like some kids, I'm gonna be honest, some kids just don't got it. Like, so you just can't, some kids just don't got it. Like, they gotta grow into that. Like, you might get a kid, you tell this kid over here, oh, I need you to go do this. He got it. Some kids, you're gonna have to keep breaking it down to them. Sometimes they just don't get it. Like, they just don't understand it. And that's okay. I feel like those kids just need a little extra work, because they can get there. It's just gonna take more work. Like somebody who naturally got it, they just got it, man. Some people just got stuff you can't coach. And some kids just need a little more coaching. And that's where I feel like you gotta step in and better, like, just developing kids the right way. Not just expecting them to do it because that kid know how to do it. Every kid ain't got the same DNA. Every kid ain't athletically just gifted like that. So you just gotta pour into those kids, I feel like, a little more.
And so when it comes to y'all developing them like emotionally, socially, you know, educationally, because through sports you learn so much other things, like kind of let me know how y'all do that through football.
Everybody know football is a rough sport. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard for you to be emotional and playing football. I feel like in football, let me say this, in football, you know you're gonna get hit hard. So that's why I just gotta tell them, like, man, you just can't cry right now. I know it hurt, I know it is, but you just gotta get back up, just keep trying. I can give you an example. I'm not gonna say no name because I don't want their name to be out here. We was doing a drill, and we got a kid on there who more athletically gifted. Another kid who wasn't really that gifted, but he was getting hit. We was like, man, come on, man, you can do it. And he hit him. We was like, oh. See, we pointing to that kid. I just feel like if you make somebody feel like they can do it, they'll be able to do it. And once he showed us he can do it, we're like, oh man, we see that you want to do it. You see you responding well to criticism. So let's get it now. So, and like he was emotional. He wasn't emotional, but he just was like, man, like, I'm trying to get him. But once we like poured into him, like, man, you can do it, you can do it. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. And when he did it, that made me show like, yeah, some kids you just gotta speak that life into them because people probably ain't telling them they can do it all the time, or they probably ain't believing they can do it. But once in your head you feel like you can do it, can't nobody tell you can't do it. And that's why I feel like the emotional part, you getting your mind stronger. You getting like that. I can do it, man. I can do it. I can do anything. I put my mind on. That's why I feel like that that aspect in football is good. Like it's a dude 6'5", 300 pounds. If you outside of football, you know you ain't gonna better try this dude. But in football and pads, you can take him down as easily as you want to do, as you want to. So it's just like, man, that mindset in football will take you a long way.
So let me ask you more like this then. So how are y'all teaching them? Because from watching y'all's league,
Mhm.
and this is me being honest, because that's what we doing.
Yeah.
I see some kids out there that are very emotional.
Yeah.
So how are y'all teaching them to harness it then? Because you're saying for football we need to harness them emotions. So how are y'all teaching them to lock in and harness their emotions?
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of what I know. That's kind of hard for me to try to do because every kid I can't. Granted, these ain't my kids, so I can't just tell you keep yelling at you. It got to be a certain type of way. I'm telling you how to do this, how to do that, and like okay, kids are emotional, yeah, but I feel like with those type of kids, you just gotta. I just feel like not be so hard on them. Speak like a calmer voice, but like, man, you know you can do this, man. You know you can do this. Which we tried to work on that. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes in emotion, in the midst of the game, it do get hard. Like you be like, man, I gotta calm down talking to this kid a little bit. And that's why you go up and talk to him. You just try to build that bond with the kid, because I feel like once you get that real good bond with a child, they'll do anything. They'll run through a wall for you. Yeah, I done seen it. I just feel like you just that aspect, Jada, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of hard though because I feel like you want that kid to have your heart or your mind, and you can't teach that. You just gotta have that. So, and those type of kids, you just gotta just speak like I said, speak life into them.
The kids that are normally emotional and stuff like that are the kids that's got the heart like you. You know what I'm saying? So how do you teach them to harness it in, but also teach them it's not like all the way negative. You know what I'm saying? To be like
Yeah,
that
like-
ain't all the way bad. You just got to learn how to use it in the right manner. You know what I'm
Yeah, like-
saying?
We want you to be you, but like we want you to be you in certain moments. Don't overdo it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like how do you,
definitely,
just give me
definitely.
an example on like how y'all do that.
Don't overdo it. All right. I don't want you to. If I tell you to go up against it, like, I'm gonna go back to that example. If I tell you to go up and hit this big dude, and you just get emotional with me, I'm gonna look you. I'm gonna do exactly what I do to them. I'm gonna get on one knee and tell you why you don't think you can do it, and you gonna tell me, oh, he too big. I'm like, what that mean? So you telling me if you hit him 10 times, you can't get him down at least once? And then they'll be like, I can do it. I can do it. Well, show me you can do it. And once you do it, I'm gonna be right there cheering you on, telling you, I told you can do it the whole time. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you to tell the big dude. I'm gonna tell you to talk a little stuff to him, just because it's building your confidence, man. Trust me, I'm gonna build your confidence one way or another. We gonna get that confidence up, and once you get that confidence up, you gonna feel like you can do it every time.
You know, to speak on that. That's B. He gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna talk stuff. I'm sorry.
He gonna talk stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's B.
We gonna do it the right way, but we gonna talk a little bit.
If you know B, you know B. You know what I'm saying?
So, but let me ask you this. So how do y'all teach them accountability? And like you said, we teaching them emotional restraint and all that stuff, but how do y'all make it fun? Because y'all got young kids. So how y'all make it a little more fun?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. One game, when we first started like getting in the season, we was playing. We was doing okay, but we was like, man, we know we can do a little better, man. We was like, you know what? The game before we played North Pontotoc, I think it was the game for North Pontotoc. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was. And we were telling them, like, if y'all beat them, we're gonna take y'all to meet Pueblo, and you should see how they responded. And when we went out there, we scored the most points. We done scored the whole season. I'm talking about blew them out. I think they only scored once, and that was like the last minute. I'm talking about we did them bad. We was like, dang, now we really got to take them to meet Pueblo. And like we seen all the kids come to me, Pebble, they were so happy. Some of them kids were telling us like, I'm gonna get this. And they're like, no, you getting the kids meal, buddy. We getting the kids meal. And that, I'm telling you, like rewarding kids will go a long way. Like we was rewarding kids. If they had an A on their report card, we'd be like, we're gonna give you a little money. And you should see how the kids come up like, oh, look what I got on my report card, on my report card. Like some kids, you just gotta. I'm telling you, kids, you reward a child, but they gonna do it all for you.
Yeah,
Promise.
especially kids nowadays, they're very advanced when it comes to money.
Definitely.
They're very
Definitely.
advanced when it comes to money. Speaking as a parent,
Kids these days, though, kids in general, we did too. It's just maybe our parents could have did a little better. They deal with stress. They deal with social media. They deal with pressure, things like that. So how do y'all deal with their mental wellness?
I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of a hard thing for me because I ain't never really know how to open up to nobody. I ain't never really know how to talk to somebody because you just feel like as a young man, you just feel like, man, I'm not finna be vulnerable to you. I'm not finna be soft to you. And with like kids these days, I feel like it's a little more harder because they got social media. You do something on social media now, shoot, I can make a little post on Facebook or something. 1 million people to see it. Back in the day, going viral, that was like, ooh, you went viral. Like, well, you went viral? That's crazy. So like with kids these days, it's a lot harder because opening up to somebody, they probably feel like I don't want to open up to this person because they might talk about me. Shoot, nowadays everybody want to go viral, want to do something for clout. Shoot, they might put it on Facebook. Look what he talking about her. So like kids these days, I understand them because it's hard to open up to somebody, especially like I'm not your father. Like I don't know you from a can of paint. I only got you 3 days out of the week for maybe 2 hours. So that's why you just try to build bond with these kids, man, because some of them kids some of these kids, you probably all they got. So just try to talk to them, man. Like ask them outside of football. Ask them like I know sometimes we used to ask them like, man, who your favorite football player is? Like just try to break that like that wall down for some kids because some kids got a wall up. They don't want to let nobody inside their circle. That's just probably because how their environment is. I'm telling you, you don't know somebody's like what somebody going through. So them coming to practice, them that 2.5 hours, however long y'all practice for, that might be their escape from reality. For real, for real.
So let me ask you this to piggyback. For the kids that have opened up to Braylen, what's some things you want parents to know that they look over as far as like problems that kids have?
I feel like problems some of them kids probably have is probably anger. They don't really know how to channel that anger. And that's why I say, I'm not gonna lie, channeling those angry kids, those be the best ones in football. Like I'm telling you, they will hit anything because they're not angry, they just wanna hit something. That's okay. Some kids probably tell me, oh, I wanna go to the NFL or something. And you probably not telling your parents this. Your parents probably overlooking it like, hey boy, he just talking. He don't want to do that. No, that kid, he really believed that he can make it to the league. So you his parents. So push him to do that. Tell him the realness about it. Tell him that, we gonna have to work. We gotta do this. We gonna do that. Like, don't overlook a kid telling you his dream. Don't shoot his dreams down. Like, gas him up. Tell him like, hey, you want to go to the league? We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to lift weight. You little, you got to get stronger. You gonna have to get faster. Cause them kids down in Florida, Texas, they fast. So we gotta get faster. You gotta just gas a kid up, man. Don't shoot a kid dreams down.
like, don't overlook nothing they say. You know what I'm saying? So
Um, so earlier we were discussing that kids tend to quit a little quicker now. How do y'all handle those kids that are a little quicker to want to quit?
Kids that want to quit a little quicker. See, that's kind of a tough. That's kind of a touchy subject because how we was raised, we ain't doing no quitting. Like, ain't no quitting. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I ain't quitting. I don't care how hard it. I even have a job, anything. I'm not quitting. I might not come back, but I'm not quitting this day. So with those kind of kids, that's why you got to ask them. Like, do you really love this? Like, do you really want to be here? And that's when you will understand them. I'm not gonna lie. I had a kid. I said, "You want to be here?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Hey, at least you being honest, man. You don't want to be here, so I'm not gonna force you to play. I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do." And that's why I just feel like I'm not. If you want to quit, I can't. I'm not your daddy. I didn't pay for this, so I'm not gonna. Hey, you just what it is, man. I don't know. That's kind of hard though, right there.
So, Coach, how do you deal with those
Yeah,
kids?
that's a hard. That's a hard. That's a hard.
I won't
That's a
put you on a
hard.
seat.
I've had my share. I'll say this, and to be this is open and honest. This is out in the public. When I finished in Ashland, I think we had on the high school roster 5 or 6. When we started, if you go back and look on my personal Facebook page, and you watch every year, we did a preseason video. So if you watch and you see how many girls were on the roster when we were doing all the fun stuff, making preseason videos and doing photos and stuff, we had a lot. But when it comes to that grind,
Get hard.
when we not sitting here doing photo shoots, we running, you know what I'm saying, we get ready for the season, this and the third, and now you want to quit. My thing is, like he said, you can't force somebody to be here. But it all crumbles down to, like he said, if they want to quit, there's not enough opportunities I can give you. There's not enough coaches meetings we can have in the office. There's not enough times that me and your parents can have good meetings or spats or whatever it is, or it don't matter. It don't matter. If you want to quit, if this ain't for you, if it's just a hobby, then it's just a hobby.
Okay, I just needed some isms.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah.
y'all. Appreciate both of y'all.
Yeah, don't get us
So,
griping.
yeah.
All right. When it comes to them kids though, that deal with that anxiety, that anger, that stress, this and the third, um, how do y'all feel like football or sports is a positive environment for them?
Some kids, it is a positive, but some is a negative. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I feel like some are kind of. I hate to say it like this, but some are too far gone. But the ones who could just like they're just angry. They're not really just angry. They just don't know. They just like they probably keep messing up on the drill or something. If I keep trying to do something, I keep messing up. Eventually, I'm gonna get angry. But those kids, I'm not gonna lie, Jada, from you being a coach, uh, test me if I'm wrong, but I feel like those kids end up being one of the best kids because you see them like they finally can control it, like, and then once I unleash them, oh my god.
And them be the ones you closest to, then be the ones, like you said, is gonna run through the wall.
So, how do y'all get those walls down? How
I'm gonna be honest. For me, for what I do, I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna stay on you. Like, I'm gonna stay on you. Like I'm gonna keep telling you, like, man, come on, man, come on. Eventually, you either gonna give up on me or you gonna wanna come on, cause you gonna get tired of me telling you to come on. Cause like I said earlier, shoot, you might be the only thing that kid got. Like you might be the only father figure, or only role model that kid got.
So, to you, and because you can only speak for you. See?
we'll talk later on.
Yeah, but so you can only speak for you, right? Like, as far as when it comes to their mental, of course we know y'all gonna keep them physically safe. We train to do that. But when it comes to like their mental and them being children, and you making sure that your practices and your game days are a safe environment for their mental well-being, what does that look like for you?
I'm not gonna lie. With that, or like certain kids, a certain child might feel like they're better than this kid and that child or that kid, which that's granted, I'm not gonna ever tell you not have confidence, but that's okay. But in that part, emotional, like you just gotta like if I see a kid overdoing that and like telling them like, oh, I'm better than you, like it get to a point like, man, that's not you not confident, that's cocky now. Like we can't have that because that can be a cancer. Like you might not think about, but that can be a cancer to a team because if a kid, I keep saying child, if a kid over here doing this the right way, and you feel like, oh, I'm better than everybody, eventually you gonna do it your way, and your way will end up getting us beat. Like we done had it happen this season. Like doing it your way, it would have us beat. And I'm telling you, man, you with those type of kids, dude, some kids you really have to stay on them. And those type of kids you have to tell them like, dude, I understand you good. You might be granted, you might be the best person out here, but you telling that kid you better than him or he ain't nothing, man, you killing the team. Cause like, come on, man, we can't have it. That could be a cancer to the team, and we can't. If it ended up being too much of a problem, we gotta let you sit down for a couple plays and let you realize, like, man, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Ain't nobody bigger than the program.
Ever. Ain't nobody bigger than the program.
Well, you think that's a lost art in coaching?
No.
Hold on. Because you've been that star player.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lost art in coaching. I think it's a lost art in parenting and kids.
Which
Why
I'm
so?
glad you. Go ahead.
Yeah, why so?
Because when we played, we were taught that you weren't bigger than the program, and we were taught to grind, even if you were a star player. Now, even back to what he said as far as us pumping them up, and that's kind of, we talked about that. Sometimes you have parents and even coaches. I'm not even gonna let me not even just put that on parents. Even coaches that harness in on those players that and boost their head up to the point like that. And I've even seen coaches to where, would I rather keep this toxic player that can help me win, or, you know what I'm saying, make a statement and possibly lose games. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you said that because I'm finna get off topic a little bit here. Back in high school, shout out Coach Kurt. I ain't gonna lie, I had to say his name. My dog right there, man. And my dog. Coach Kurt showed me I wasn't bigger than the program one day. I ain't gonna lie. He showed me I'm not bigger than the program. All right, so we had this tournament, man. We was in the middle of the season. I had just recovered from an injury. I'm a senior. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't kind of gave up. I'm starting not to care about this no more. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And we was going over a scout report. Like, Coach Kurt don't play about that. He gonna know what you gonna do, what plays you run, and what he'll tell you what this dude like to go right hand. He gonna pull up like he on that bad. So I'm over. I'm not paying attention. I'm looking off in La La Land. And he said something, and I had said something back. He was like, "Everybody get out." He talked to him like, "Man, if you don't want to do this, you ain't got to do this." And I'm not really. I'm like, I ain't studying what he talking about. So this is what I'm talking. He said I was not big in the room. Well, he didn't say it, but I realized it. Man, we ended up blowing this team out. Everybody played. I ain't touched the floor. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, he ain't playing. I am not bigger than this program. He is not playing with me. Like,
And they turn around and blow them out too?
all right, I'm talking about from everybody. Everybody was sweating from the freshman to the senior. And you see me over here with my shooting shirt on. I said, yep. I gotta lock in. For that day forward, Coach Kurt, that's my dog, because he showed me you was not bigger than this, man.
When it comes to coaches, though, how do y'all work on making sure y'all talk to these kids respectfully while at the same time being stern enough to teach them that accountability?
I just feel like that goes as like I ain't gonna say a common sense issue, but like for me having boys, if my boys, I'm letting you coach my boys, right? And you keep yelling at my boys, keep doing it, they gonna get to a point I'm gonna step in like, hey man, you kind of doing too much, because we all understand, like, Jada, especially you as a coach, you understand, like, I'm doing too much, or he doing a little too much. Like, you gotta chill out a little bit, man, because at the end of the day, these are kids and these ain't your kids. So you gotta know how to do it. I feel like it's a way to do everything. And sometimes if you keep yelling at the kid and cussing the kid out, man, I know I wouldn't want to do nothing you say. So how you expect that kid to want to do something you say? So like, that's why I try not to, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna really just cuss at a kid. But like, if it's my little nephews in it, well, they're not my nephews and my little cousins. But them, I'm gonna get on them. I'm sorry, I can get on you because I have the right to. But other kids, I'm not gonna really just yell at you and cuss you. I might yell at you, but I'm not gonna be like, tell you, like, call you this and that. But nah, just that in that aspect, you can't do that to no kid, man. Because at the end of the day, they still kids. So you gotta know how to talk to a kid. And I think that comes from having kids, because I'm not gonna sit here and just keep yelling at my little boy, because I mean, he a kid, man. He don't know. He really don't know no better, for real, for real. That's how I feel like right there.
So basically, you gotta hold accountability as a coach to yourself. When you realize you doing too much, chill out.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
You would know. You would like Jada.
You-
Jada
yeah,
Yeah,
Jesse,
yeah,
you would
you'll
know.
know.
Yeah.
You'll catch it in their body language and everything else. And it's a double-edged sword because it's like, it's not that you're doing it intentionally sometimes. Sometimes it's that you know what they can do, you know what they're capable of, and you're out here not
I
doing it.
think sometimes we get caught up in our passion for it. We get caught up in the passion.
Yeah. We get caught up in how much we love it and know how good you could be at it too. If you loved it like me, but that's the thing. It's if you loved it like me. You know what I mean?
Just to get me out the house.
Yeah, or whatever it is, you know what I mean?
For real. You just you got on right on the spot on the head right there.
Just get me out the house.
Real.
Got you.
So now and here we go. That's my favorite when we come to parents, because that's my thing. That's
Listen, hold on before she go any further. She is rough on us, brother. She rough on us, but rightfully so. You know what I'm saying?
Because
you
my
have to
thing
be
is,
open-minded. Can't be guarded when it comes, because she gonna come for you.
because I see the kids, for one, now I ain't no
She a teacher
psychologist.
too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't no psychologist or nothing. But we all know this. You're a different person depending on your environment. Like, for example, if we got these cameras cut off and we was all just sitting here chilling, we wouldn't be the same as if we was on it. If we was sitting with our family at a family gathering, we wouldn't be the way we was if we was out the camera sitting here together. You see what I'm saying? So you're a different version of yourself depending on your environment. Okay, y'all kids are a different version of themselves when they get to school than what you know when they sitting in your house. Okay? So that's the reason why I'm on parents, because what y'all don't see is the true dynamic of what you do or don't do at home.
I ain't gonna lie. My kids are young. They're not even, they just 1 and 4 months. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad Jada just said that, because me, sometimes I be going in stores and I be like looking at, I'm like, man, ain't no, I'm like, you ain't gonna stop your baby from doing this. Like, come on, man. You see this dude running around the store and doing all, like, come on, man. You gotta have some type of structure, man. And like, I'm glad my baby is like, cause my oldest one, I take him to the store with me. And when we be at home, he be is like, wow, I'm talking about like Jack off of The Incredibles. That would be called, we call him Jack. But when he out in public, he like like, man, no, man, who is this kid? Like, this ain't the same kid. He don't be trying to say nothing. He be like just lay it up on you. I be like, and that kind of made me feel good knowing that, like, even though he only one, but knowing like, all right, at least I know I'm doing something right. Even though he just like, he might be a little nervous, but at least he knows like, I gotta act a little right. I'm out in public. And some parents, I ain't gonna lie, I think some parents just don't care. Like, I don't think some parents just don't care. Like, I don't know, that kind of bothered me too a little bit, Jada, because, man, you see your child is going up, running around the store, and you ain't even trying to like, one day I was in Walmart, man, and I swear, I promise y'all not, this kid was yelling from the top of his lungs, and his mama wasn't doing nothing but just carrying him out the store. I was like, man, at this point, he already embarrassed you, so you might as well just whoop him right now. You might as well just let him have it right now. You already embarrassed, so hey, you embarrass him now. No.
So my question is then, when it comes to building these athletes the right way, what role do you feel like parents play in y'all league to make sure we got these athletes right?
A percentage-wise from 100. Like,
How I feel like some parents are, like, what's the percentage of parents should help them, or what? Like,
Well, you can answer that first, and then you can come back to me.
yeah, like what Jada's saying is like how they act, because you know,
Look at
like,
him now. His favorite phrase is "I speak for myself," and here he is
Yeah.
trying to speak for me, and I don't believe we're asking the same question. But regardless,
You
ask
right.
your question, and then
Yeah,
I ask mine.
So for my bad, I apologize. For me, like, they act the way they act because how they raised at home. Like you said, from the incident in the store.
Mhm.
What's the percentage? Like, they act the way they act because how they get treated at home. No discipline, all that.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's like a high percentage, like maybe 75, 80, because some kids ain't getting the attention at the house. So best believe they gonna get some type of attention somewhere. And then, like Jada said, you a teacher, so you got them, 8 hours maybe? 8 hours, 9 hours?
Yes.
They gonna get that attention. I
Ooh,
promise you. They getting something.
She said that's stern.
Yeah, they not getting no attention at the house. They know when they go home, they better not say nothing to their mom and dad, 'cause they ain't trying to hear none of that. When they get to school, they finna be 90 to nothing. They finna probably mess with everybody, 'cause they probably the only child. Ain't man, they gonna get that attention. They gonna, yeah, that definitely play a big part. And yeah, definitely.
So let me ask you this then. When it comes to building athletes the right way, what role do you think your parents should play as far as the parents that are a part of your league?
Which I ain't gonna lie, Jada, I think that's kind of hard to do, but you still can tell your kid, like, man, listen to your coaches, like, act like I'm out there. So listen to your coaches, pay attention. That I feel like that'll take them a long way, because some parents probably don't understand what they child doing. They just know they child out here. Most parents, I'm not gonna lie, most parents only will clap if they see their kid run the ball or something. They don't know. They don't know, because they don't really know nothing about the sport. So just teach your kid, like, tell them, man, like, hey, I don't know nothing about this, so I can't really help you with this, but I can tell you to have a good character out there, good leadership, like stuff that you know you can control. Like, I can't control you juking somebody and scoring a touchdown, but I can tell you to listen to your coach and to listen to what he telling you and have good leadership, like stuff like that. Yeah.
So I came to some games. I tried to get Tay to come. Schedules just didn't match like that.
I seen you out there. I
Yeah.
seen
So
you.
now I know in particular I came to some games. Like for example, y'all played New Albany and one of the Pontocks over North Pontoc where they had a tournament at.
Yeah, the first playoff game, yeah.
Yeah, y'all played New Albany. Okay, now for us in general, that's a rivalry and all that good stuff. Okay, so first I'm gonna start on parents. You said yourself that you said yourself what you feel like parents should be doing to contribute positively to the league and all that stuff into their kids' development. What do you got to say to the parents that, for example, a mom that doesn't know anything about football, but all she's doing is yelling and griping at the coaches and saying everything she hearing from other fans?
Let me sit up on this.
Or yeah,
Let me,
or
hey.
when you have a son but you're a dad, and you know the team rule. I at least know this about football. The team rule is for the team, right, to transition up the sideline and stuff with you, and you got 3-4 dads transitioning up the sideline with you, and that feel like they could be out there coaching them 30 times better than y'all, and about to hop the fence and show y'all they can do a little better. What you got to say to them parents that ain't doing what they should be doing to do it right?
Listen,
Hold on before you get
go
started.
ahead.
We step on toes. You ain't gotta say no names, but we do step on
Yeah,
toes.
you can leave them anonymous, but this is
like
again.
You say what's criticism is not bad.
Yeah, show your kids how you accept constructive criticism right here. Take it all in.
Absolutely. Go ahead,
All right,
B.
man,
Go
what you
ahead,
got?
B. Go ahead,
Be
B.
honest, man. Those parents who feel like you can do a better job than us, man, why don't you come out there and do it? Because trust me, we got your best interest for your child, man. Because we not gonna have your child doing something he can't do or don't want to do, man. Stop doing that, man. Because that your kid hearing that, man, that's like don't stop doing that for real. Like, come on, man. And to the moms and stuff, they be out there yelling like, put so and so in, put so and so in. Ask your child when he be at practice, what does he do at practice? He doesn't listen. He doesn't pay attention, and we still try to put him in, but we not gonna put him in just because you want him to be in. Like, so don't look at us. Look at your child doing. That's why I always appreciate my pops, man, because it was a point in time he never put nothing past me. If he feel like if he feel like the coach wasn't playing me or something, he'll be like, man, so what you doing in practice? He ain't looking at, oh, coaches ain't playing you. No, coach ain't playing you for a reason, man. Stop trying to like dictate what's going on, man. You not a coach, man. Trust me. We know what we doing. We wouldn't be out here. We more than qualified to be out here. Trust me. Just stop doing that. Just chill out and watch your son have fun, man. That's what it should be about anyway. So
And
calm down, dude.
To the dads, because my thing is I've sat at some games and watched some dads. And for me, and this ain't no joke. Like I mean this, Tay, at the bottom of my heart. This is a quote from a parent that I heard. These other kids out here can't fuck with you. How old are the kids that y'all coach?
10, 11.
10 and 11.
9, 10, 11.
9, 10, and 11. To some 9, 10, 11-year-olds, this parent reminded the other kids that they can't with their kid as a grown-ass man run up and down the sideline. So what you got for these male parents
I
too?
feel some of them probably just I'm gonna go both ways. I'm gonna give them a little. I'm gonna give them a little. Then I'm gonna criticize. Some of them probably maybe just feel like I know the work me and my child put in. Like he deserves his moment because he really in his head he really feel like his kid can't be messed with. That's cool. That's cool. Granted, you supposed to because I'm not gonna lie, my child out there shining. I'm gonna tell him like, man, you can't mess with my kid, but it's the way to do it. Like just be like, yeah, man, they can't. Yeah, let's go, let's get it. Like don't just be out there like act like we been here before. Act like we been here before. Act like my child do this. Like he do this, but we ain't gonna just keep yelling all, man. Just stop doing that. Act like you been here before.
And so we said one thing you wish they uh understood as far as the kids and stuff. But what's one thing you wish parents understood more as far as you coaches then?
Man, we got 24 kids out there, dude. We can't just pour into this one child. We can't just pour into your child. It's 23 other kids, including your child. If we just focus on just your child, how we developing everybody else, man, it's a team. Trust me, we gonna develop your child. We gonna get them right, but we can't just focus on just one child. And as parents, y'all gotta realize that, okay, if you want your kid to be the best ever, when he practicing with us, we gonna try to get him that. But why don't you help him do that too? Don't just it ain't all on us. Help your kid get there, cause like I said earlier, if he want to get to the league, he want to go D1, he ain't gonna be able to just practice for 2 hours a day and think he gonna get there. I guarantee you that. I don't know nobody who just went to practice and they made it far. No, you gotta put the work in after practice, sometimes even before practice. So if you want your kid to be what you envision your child to be, hey, work with your child.
Yeah, and
Some
right there on that point right
isms.
there, I'm gonna put or here somewhere I'm gonna put the facts because I learned the fact, I learned the hours, but I forgot. It takes a certain amount of hours to master something. And I'm a
10,000.
that's how many it is?
10,000
That's how
hours.
many it is? Bet.
10,000 hours.
Okay, boom. It takes 10,000 hours for you to master something. So if it takes 10,000 hours and we're only practicing for two,
Probably 2.5 maybe.
2.5 maybe. You know what I mean? You
My math
can't.
ain't mathing, but in a week, that's what 5 hours in a week. That ain't nowhere near 10,000.
And now his math ain't mathing all the way, but what he means is, regardless of that math, is that don't add up. It takes a village, and that's the thing. You can't sit there and just put it on us coaches. You got to work with them kids at home too. So I like that. That's a good one. And now, as far as YDFA as a league, what do you think its impact is on Ripley and North Mississippi in general?
Well, like I said in the beginning, they've been doing this for a while. Like they've been doing this probably a long time, and I feel like it's helping North Mississippi because let me sit up when I say this. I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna look at the
Uh-oh.
camera. North Mississippi has real talent, real deal talent. If I'm gonna just say from Ripley, I know guys from Ripley. If they started off playing early as they would be now, I guarantee you they would be in the league right now. I'm talking about 100%. So that's why I'm glad we doing something for these kids. Cause like I told the kids, you know how happy it would make me feel. Me and my kids watching TV one day, and I'm like, dang, I coached him. Man, I seen what he was gonna be. I'm so glad we got this man. Cause I'm telling y'all, we coming.
Just imagine if we had something like that when we was growing up.
Definitely.
Just like so, and like you always say, North Mississippi has
I
a
guarantee you. I promise you.
lot of
We
talent,
we are
man.
athletic. We are very, very athletic.
Man,
It's just having those
we didn't have
positive
we
outlets
didn't have the
and
outlets for it.
even like for example, even for me, like I know for us basketball players back when we played, if you was gonna work on your craft, like as far as like AAU and stuff like that, you traveling. And
Gotta travel.
that's just for practice. You know what I'm
Practice
saying?
Tupelo, probably
Yeah, two blows are gonna be the
Tupelo. Yep,
closest, and
that
you extend on out from there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a big impact for it to be right here, especially like I said, for y'all to get them as young as y'all do. Um,
And
but now,
but right now it's so many. It's so many outlets for them. So
yeah,
like to all the people that's doing it, like man, we commend y'all.
yeah,
Keep going.
yeah,
Be
and
proud of y'all. Keep going, man, for real.
but B for some kids that have been keeping up with y'all league, keeping up with YDF, and been watching whether that's at home or social media, and they want to try football, and they kind of unsure about it. What you got to say to them?
Mm.
Hey guys, I'm telling you now, you really gonna enjoy it. Like I told the kids, it ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it to you. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard. You gonna have bumps and bruises. You might even cry a couple times, but hey, I'm telling you, man, once you really lock in on it, I'm telling you, this game can take you far, man. If you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna ask you, why you feel like you ain't good at it? You ain't never played it. You ain't never put a pad on. You never put a helmet on. So how you know you ain't good at it? You don't know that. You don't know what you're good at until you try it, man. Try it. I'm telling you, give it a chance. Come on, man. Give it a chance. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna regret it because you gonna go to school, you gonna have your little jersey on, people gonna look at you, I'm telling you, that's gonna make you feel good, especially in elementary school. I'm telling you, just give it a chance. Give it a chance. I promise you.
And I want to give y'all flowers. I ain't gonna say nothing yet, but Jada, you know, B ain't told you, I tell you off camera, but I appreciate y'all for what I got going on. So yeah.
Dude, I know.
No, yeah.
I ain't gonna say it, but I know. Yeah.
I appreciate both y'all.
If it's one thing you want to leave for these young athletes, one message you got for these young athletes and the parents that help your league and the coaches within your league that you work with, what's one thing you want them to know?
Hey man, I really got passion for this, man. I really enjoy this. Like I said earlier, I've always wanted to be a coach. And that's crazy that all of a sudden we just get this youth football league in Ripley when I've always wanted to coach basketball, football. I just always wanted to coach because granted, I probably want the best coming up. I want the best at this, but I always knew like, man, I want to be around this game in some type of way. I just love it. I just love this game. So I love basketball, football. Like if somebody was to ask me to choose between which one, I can't choose. I just love them both. But I just feel like, man, just I always remember me having that passion for this, like passion for these kids. Like I'm that type of coach person, whatever. Like you need me to pick this child up to go to practice. I don't mind it at all. Just let me know where to come get them from. Like I don't mind that at all. Like that's the passion I got for your child. Like I really love. I tell them kids all the time. I love you, dude. Like I love you. Like I really love them kids because I look at them like them are my kids. Like I do whatever for them kids. Like that's how I want people to view me at. Like man, he really loved it. He really got passion for this. Like I'm a lot on game days, dude. I used to wake up. We'd probably play at 10. I'm waking up 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, ironing my clothes. Like man, I really love. Like mind y'all, these are little kids, but like I really love this dude. Like I really enjoy doing this. I feel like it's an escape from reality. So man, yeah, man, like I really like. I'm gonna look into the camera and I say like, let your kid play with it. I'm telling you, he is gonna be very well taken care of. I was talking about earlier when I said don't overlook this. When your kid telling you they want to go make it far in life, don't tell them like, I don't put all your eggs in one basket. I heard the great Kobe Bryant say this. I can't stand when people say don't put all your eggs in one basket. Why can't you just make more eggs? Like they just says like don't why I can't make a lot more eggs? Why I gotta just not put all my eggs in that basket? Why can't I just get a bigger basket? Like you know what I'm saying? That's just something I was thinking about. I just had to say that real fast.
But but my thing is again though, bro, I do want to say that I think what y'all doing is amazing. As a coach, I feel like I get paid nothing. So I can't imagine, you know what I'm saying? Well, yes I can, because we're doing AAU, you get paid nothing. So the aspect of doing it for free, like you said, you gotta really have some passion and some love for these kids, bro. And I think that's amazing that y'all doing that, man. But before we get out of here, we didn't in the beginning. We missed your opportunity. But
We never miss opportunity.
yeah.
Came a little later. It's all right though. We mixing it up for y'all. It's B. You know what I'm saying? My brother B. We wanted to just
One and only.
Please
man.
fix them glasses on your face. I just noticed you got them on this toboggan. Anyway,
all right, you know.
all right, so B, this your opportunity right here for Braylen McDonald. Yeah, sit up. Yeah. Cause hey, most people be modest. We need somebody to come on here and really do this segment some justice. Okay, this your moment to talk yo talk, and I mean, if you want them parents to know, hey, bro, you really can't mess with us on the field, sit there on them bleachers and clap your hands. If you want to let New Albany coaches know, y'all might have got us this year, but that comeback, whatever it is you want us to know, bro, you talk your talk right here.
I'm gonna give you two things right now.
For sure.
The first thing is, like you said with New Orleans, trust me, we getting that back next year. I guarantee you can stamp it. Whatever you want to do, we coming, man. I'm telling y'all. And this one, I'm finna go all the way up top. I'm finna go to video game. I cannot be messing with in 2K. I don't care what nobody say. Who want it? Call me. Let's play. Let's bet it up. Let's set it up. Let's gamble. Whatever you want to do.
Tell him your tag so we can put it on here.
Yeah, we're gonna put the tag
My
on there.
first name, Braylen, BRAYLEN_King45. I cannot be messing with the 2K.
Hey, but look, but for real though, B, we appreciate you coming. We appreciate the isms. We appreciate the stuff you told these parents. We appreciate what you do for these kids. We appreciate your passion for the kids and the sports, not just football, basketball. Y'all heard my boy. He don't just got a passion for football. If somebody need to, you know what I'm saying, pick him up for basketball, he available. So y'all get at him.
Guaranteed.
You know what I'm saying? Because he got a good heart for these kids, and he'll be a good part of your program, man. But again, man, I just want to give you your flowers. I want to give flowers to the YDFA League. That's the Youth Development Football Association here in North Mississippi. They're doing a lot of great things for our young men, and introducing them to the sports early, bro. So that's a really good thing, man. And we appreciate that.
We really appreciate you coming. But what y'all don't know, I work with this man.
I don't work there no more.
This man has been on my case since episode 1.
Man, for real.
He been wanting to come sit on this couch. You know what I'm saying?
Trying.
And I ain't gonna lie, it's my fault it took him so long. But B, I appreciate you supporting.
Yeah, bro.
B been on
B
me, bro.
been supporting us since the jump, and he don't know how much that means, because not to go down no rabbit hole, bro, but people struggle with supporting people, bro.
Man, not even support black bitches, support anybody, man. Support.
Yeah, in general.
It costs $0 to support somebody, man.
Yeah, like with me and Tae, just to give us a little promo here, it costs $0 for you to watch the episode, $0 for you to share a post, $0 for you to like, subscribe, and comment. It costs you $0. Now, if you do want to spend some dollars while he popping his shirt, if you do want to spend some dollars, we about to start putting some merch out there and all that good stuff.
Oh,
but
man.
again, them optional dollars. But as far as to support us on a normal day basis, it is free. You already online, so you know what I'm saying?
Like, look at it like this. You gonna type in this dude podcast who got 1 million subscribers. Why not support somebody? So why not support something small, man? So why not?
You know what I'm saying? Right here at home.
Why not? Why not, man? You might be a guest one day. You never know.
You know what I mean?
Like Taste told me one day, it called, what'd he say? I could be saying it wrong, cause what'd he say? Overnight. Everybody overnight success.
Yeah. I got the one I've been telling you about, you know what I'm saying? I stole it. I got it from Mike Beasley. Mike Beasley gave me some isms.
Yep.
God made us all overnight success. He just didn't tell us what night.
Don't know what night, yo. Man. And then your subscriber, you subscribing, you might be that success they need.
Exactly.
That one subscriber, that might help. You never know, man. So why not support people, man? Why not? Like, give me a reason why you can't support people, bro.
And before we wrap up, I just want to shine light on y'all, what y'all do in the community, y'all community service.
They got the county LLC where they do a lot of stuff with the community and this and the third. So, bro, they are out here really working for our kids and for their future, bro. And we really want to give y'all flowers, and we appreciate you specifically for your support for us. And we just wanted to show some support to you, bro.
Definitely.
For real. But this is that podcast that is called Hoops and Headspace, where we connect mental health and sports, okay? And I'm your host, Jada.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
And we had our boy
B.
for sure. And we out of here, man.